Hi, I'm May Ohara, and this is Vindice, the electric violin, and today we're going to talk about how you move while playing the electric violin. Alright, so for me, I find the most important thing is to keep my arms as a foundation. So what I mean is that the relationship between my right arm and my bow stays the same consistently with where my violin is positioned. So that means that kind of diamond shape. This is to make sure that the bow doesn't skid around and get all crooked and, make a total mess of everything. So that's sort of the start. I guess the thing that gets compromised the quickest when you move around is usually your bow. For example, leaning back can look really awesome and really dramatic and feel great, like so. But you want to make sure that you keep in mind where your bow contact point is, because when you lean back, your bow is much more likely to start sliding down here, which is obviously not where you want it. And same with leaning forward. It can be awesome to go that way, but it can also make this happen, also not ideal. The best way to learn how to move, especially to learn how to move in a way that feels right for you, is obviously to move. You have to practice moving around. So I recommend starting off with really easy stuff, scales, or just like a tremolo, something like just rock out. It doesn't have to sound good. You just want to see what you can actually do with your body. So your legs are the most free part of your body. They are not involved with your playing really much at all. So feel free to use that to your advantage, especially walking around, putting a foot up, putting the other foot up, so like this. And you might have seen I was doing a little wiggle. That's also because this area is also totally free. You can shimmy around all you need. I mentioned a little bit about leaning forward and leaning back. So the great thing about leaning forward is that's when you can get that headbanging kind of experience, especially if you have lots of hair. So I'll show you a little example. You could be playing like this and whip your hair back. Let's try showing it from over here. And leaning back can be a good dramatic gesture, especially if you're down on the floor. So an example, you could be maybe doing like it might be a good idea to practice gracefully getting down to the floor and getting up again. Because when you're playing, you don't want to be worrying about if you're going to fall over or not. Yeah, and then another thing that maybe you wouldn't initially feel comfortable doing is moving your head. So it's easy to think like, well, my head is important because it's keeping the violin kind of in place. But, when you're playing, you can loosen up your neck, move your head to the right, nod your head. So yeah, don't forget that this is a thing. This is a thing that can move. So yeah, summarily, pretty much keep your arms and your shoulders as consistent and as one unit, but otherwise your hips, your back, your legs, and your head are all places that you can actually move quite a bit.